Not long ago, I heard an interview with Elizabeth Edwards talking about some of the rough times in her life, and she quoted a Leonard Cohen song called Anthem that said, "Ring the bells that still can ring, forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in." As you know, she died today, and we wanted to revisit some of the lessons she said she learned, this mother of 4 children, her oldest, Kate, now 28, and Wade, by the way, was the son she lost 14 years ago.
For me, it's not as scary, in part because I have to believe that there's a chance of reunion of some sort with Wade, and so death offers me that, which life can't offer me. So death I don't fear it in the same way, except that I fear it for my family. I fear what happens to them. Where she goes. The children understand that the cancer has come back. We didn't try to prettify that in any way. This is the way it is. But we also said at the same time, everybody who's sitting at this table who's not going to die, raise your hand. And they realize that we're all going to die. But we were also extraordinarily honest with them, because there will come a day when they're going to have to accept that cancer has, at some point, taken me.
For me, the scariest thing is thinking about the McLaren Jack. And I want them to have their mom, this mom, the same way that I did. And what scares me the most is that they're deprived of that at some point sooner than they should be.
I had to reconcile the God I thought I had with the facts I knew. So if I was going to have a God, it couldn't be an intervening God anymore. I couldn't pray anymore for God to intervene, which means I can't pray for him to intervene in my cancer. Instead, the God that I came to accept is a God that promises salvation and enlightenment, and that's the God I live with now. It's not entirely the God I want, but it is the God I believe I have. I'm not going to get better, so I'm going to just wait to die then, and that's not an alternative. I want to spend the remainder of my days living, whatever description that is. One of the things I always say, that if you know someone who has lost a child, or lost anybody who's important to them, and you're afraid to mention them because you think you might make them sad by reminding them that they died, they didn't forget they died. You're not reminding them. What you're reminding them of is that you remember that they lived, and that's a great, great gift.
This is messed up. Mom folded it. I do it.
I do know that when they're older and telling their own children about their grandmother, they will be able to say that she stood in the storm, and when the wind did not blow her way, and it surely has not, she adjusted her sails.
And more from Elizabeth Edwards tonight on Nightline.